Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Maximus the Fourth. Good morning. There is a soda out there that's called Sprite, and for those of you that don't know, Sprite is the number one ranked lemon lime soda on the entire platform of soft drinks as far as lemon lime goes. And Sprite is $1 billion drink altogether, and they've done very well. Coca-Cola owns Sprite, for those of you that don't know, and they've done so well that they actually caused PepsiCo to have to discontinue Sierra Mist because it was failing so bad in only getting 14.5 million sales annually, while Sprite was getting a billion. And so, needless to say, Sprite is a massive flavor. And as the years have gone by, there have been some pretty wacky flavors of Sprite, like Sprite Cranberry. If my memory serves me well, I think that one was released in 2015 and then discontinued in 2017, and that was a holiday drink. But it was actually replaced with what's called Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry. And there's other weird, hokey flavors out there of Sprite that exist in the Ukraine, like Sprite Banana. There's Sprite, I think there might be a Sprite Lime. Uh, but out of all the Sprite flavors, there is a flavor that really sticks out to me a lot that does exist out there. And I highly doubt that most of you have ever even heard of Sprite Cherry. You guys know that here on Maximus the Fourth and Industrial Industries World Radio, DJ Glowing Ice, we are the soda pros, and our target really ultimately is to try as many rare and or discontinued and kind of harder to reach flavors out there that most people might not even know about. And there's been a lot of flavors out there from Coca-Cola, like you have vanilla Coke. Now, a lot of you might know of vanilla Coke, and there might be a lot of you out there that may think that Pepsi never had a Pepsi Vanilla, but it's not true. Pepsi Vanilla definitely did exist, but off topic here. The point is there's been a lot of crazy flavors released over the years. And when you think that there might not have been, you might want to think twice because there's a lot of flavors that exist on this planet as far as Sprite goes, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, where there's crazy flavors that might have been released in different countries. And just because the United States has never seen those flavors, it doesn't mean that they don't exist. So that is absolute gold for both DJ Glowing Ice and I on our channels. And for some reason, this Sprite Cherry, it just really sticks out to me like you wouldn't even believe. And I'm very excited today to look this thing over and let you guys know exactly what I think. I will open it and drink it and give you guys my assessment on it as best as I possibly can. But usually, like always, before I get into the taste test, I'm going to walk you guys through some of the very brief history of Sprite Cherry. And what I'm about to share with you guys is very brief. There's very little that's known about Sprite Cherry, but what I can tell you is it is out there. It might not be available in your state. I've never seen it here in Oregon, but it is available in some regions of the United States. So let's go ahead and take a gander at Sprite Cherry history, and then we're going to open this bottle and try it once and for all. Sprite Cherry is a Sprite flavor that was released alongside Cherry Zero Sugar, Sprite Cherry Zero Sugar, in stores in the United States in early 2017 as a permanent flavor. Sprite Cherry is a variant of Sprite which is clear in color, similar to 7-Up, Cherry, and Mist Twist Cherry. Its flavor is the same as regular Sprite, but with added cherry flavor. In October 2016, at the 2016 NACS show, the Coca-Cola Company announced that Sprite Cherry alongside Sprite Cherry Zero Sugar was revealed to have a release in early 2017 after that flavor combo turned out to be one of the most popular options among customers using its freestyle soda fountains, which allow people to mix, and match drink flavors. Sprite Cherry was released in early 2017 in the United States as a permanent flavor alongside its zero counterpart. So it looks like Sprite Cherry might be able to be found in Coca-Cola Freestyle machines, but I've never seen it before in my entire life. And this was actually a bottle that I nabbed off of a seller off of eBay. And in my opinion, nothing really beats the bottle or the can version of any flavor. Just having this thing in my hand right now blows me away. And a couple months ago, I never even knew that Sprite Cherry existed, but I'm very excited. This is definitely a live, fresh bottle of Sprite Cherry, and there's still fizz in it, as you can see. Let's get into this thing and freaking review it, see what it tastes like. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it definitely smells like Sprite Cranberry from what I can smell. I definitely remember that smell very well. I actually did a 2-liter chug of Sprite Cranberry over a year ago. Oh wow, that's not bad. Not bad at all. So, wow. That actually tastes just like Sprite Cranberry. Very, very close. It is bringing me right back to Sprite Cranberry. I'm actually kind of blown away, to be honest. It also tastes kind of similar to Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry. But as far as the cherry goes, does it actually taste like cherry? I don't know. That is a tricky one. I feel like the regular sweetness of Sprite is so overbearing and powerful that it's making it very hard to taste what's actually supposed to be cherry flavor in this. Let's take a look at the ingredients here. It contains carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, natural flavors, sodium citrate, sodium benzoate, which is to protect the flavor, and 100% of natural flavors. There's no caffeine in this. Sprite.com or call 1 800 438 2653 for more food information. This bottle contains 200 calories in this 20-ounce bottle. There are 54 grams of sugars, 54 total carbohydrates, 110 milligrams of sodium, and that's really all you need to know. More than likely, these nutritional facts are based on a 2,000 calorie diet, but that can vary based on your caloric needs. What in the world are we tasting here? Is this actually a cherry? You know, there is a Sprite Cherry that is in Ukraine. There's a seller on eBay that has a ton of these Sprite flavors that the US has never seen. And not only is there a Sprite Cherry from Ukraine, Ukraine, but it's also like a pink color too, so that's really cool. I definitely think that it being just normal white color, just like Sprite, is a little bit of a downside. It's a little bit sad, but there's not a lot of side products that exist out there like Pepsi Blue did, um, or Pepsi Green, which was a very rare flavor, only to ever be released in Thailand. And I still am hoping to buy that bottle one of these days. But off topic, does this thing actually taste like cherry, like it should? I don't know. It's so overbearing. I would honestly say that overall it's good. I mean, I would give this a 7 out of 10 without even thinking about it. But it doesn't really taste like cherry. Very little. I was able to catch some cherry notes while wrestling with it. Very little, though. But it's so overbearing that I would probably say that it's about 85% normal Sprite and 15% cherry. But it actually tastes a lot closer to Sprite Cranberry and maybe even closer to Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry. I don't know. It's just so hard to figure this one out. This is definitely one of the harder flavors for me to try to distinguish here, and I just got to try to sip more. I'm not having a whole lot of luck here. Excuse me. Okay, right at the end there, when I swallowed it, right at the tip of my tongue in the sides, boom, I had a little bit of a burst of cherry. Okay, there it is again. I finally got it. There it is a little bit. So, in order to taste this, you have to sip it. Let it sit on your tongue for a little bit and swash it. And then just as you swallow it, right at the end, pa! You have a little bit of a jab of cherry. But it's very hard to catch. And overall, I mean, this doesn't taste bad. It's actually pretty good. If I was being generous, I might give it a 7.5 out of 10, but I'm definitely going to stick with my overall score of 7 out of 10. Sprite Cherry is definitely good, but it just doesn't taste quite like the way it should as far as cherry goes. So that's very sad and disappointing for me. But overall, the flavor's good. I mean, it has a little bit of a difference than Sprite Cranberry or Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry, but I would probably say that overall, the only amount of cherry that you can taste in here is 5%. So, like, I would say that 80% of this is regular Sprite, and then 15% of it is either Sprite Cranberry or Sprite Winter Spice Cranberry, and then the other 5% is just a very small, tiny, hidden Easter egg of the cherry. So, overall, if you like challenges, trying to taste drinks that are really hard to detect, this is going to take you through a whirlwind of emotion and experience. This is not like anything I've ever tried in my entire life. And that's the reason why this video is going to be over 14 minutes long, is because it's just a very challenging flavor to distinguish. So, if you guys are curious enough, definitely get on eBay and buy one of these Sprite cherries from that seller. I'm sure he could use your help and would be happy to sell one to you. And if you're ever near any freestyle machines, Coca-Cola freestyle machines, and you see Sprite Cherry, definitely give it a shot. It is not like something you'd probably ever experienced. This is definitely a one of a kind as far as the complexity of it goes. And I wait for the day that I find a soda that is as crazy as this one. This was just something else. And that's all I have to say. So at the end of the day, Sprite Cherry does get a 7 out of 10. It is definitely a winner, but disappointing because it's so hard to taste the cherry. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you share this video with a buddy. And if you guys really enjoyed what you saw, if you could be kind enough, please don't forget to leave a comment down below to help boost the algorithm. Also, make sure you check out my Pepsi Cola Hot Chocolate official review. It is a very rare soda, and the video did very well when I first dropped it, but it still hasn't quite hit the 1,000 view threshold that I was hoping for. I'm just 5 views away, and if you guys want to watch that one, I will definitely make sure to leave the link of that video down in the description of this video. And I am Maximus the Fourth signing out, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching this crazy freaking review.